If you relate to being called a new paradigm leader or you feel like you're leading in this new time, chances are you've been dealing with your money wounds for a really long time. And you're probably getting frustrated you haven't actually broken through yet. You see, how this has worked is there is a bunch of us as a collective who decided to work through the distortion around money because we're here to bring in a new way. We're here to bring in a new economy, a new system, everything around money. But that means we first had to clear all the junk from the old paradigm. And that's not been an easy task. I'm sure if you've been in this, as I have, you've been working on this money things for a long time. But how this has gone, if you can kind of think of it this way, there's a particular area or focus or wound that we all dealt with. And this is all different timing, but it's kind of like a progression. And then we went to this wound and then we went to this wound, right? And this is why it feels like it's taking so long because we're working through so many of them. But we have to understand that there were a lot of them. Like there were so many wounding around money and distortion and conditioning that really, really got us off track. Now, recently, and I say recently, I'll say the last, say, 2 to 3 years, there has been one that has come up. I've been clearing it. I would say I'm probably almost cleared it all. I've been really working through it hard. That I've not heard anybody talk about. I have not heard anybody label it anything. Like we have the scarcity wound, we have the worthiness wound. Those are kind of talked about a lot. But there is one that is linked to the worthiness wound, but it's kind of like the opposite of the worthiness wound. And you might be working through this right now. So I'm going to briefly explain what it is. If you feel like you've been working on all the money things and you feel like you're worthy of money, but yet it doesn't seem to be coming, because there is a flip side to the worthiness wound. I call this the punishment wound. Okay, this is what I've called it. Again, I don't know if anybody else has named it anything or talking about it. I haven't heard anybody, that's for sure. So what this one is if you openly declare what you want, like are really free about what you want and just openly declare it, that you will somehow be punished. And that may not sound like something you're going through, but I'm going to tell you what it looks like and how you know if that's running in the background. Because the key here is that you may not be conscious. And this is the whole thing. I want to bring consciousness to this so you can see it. But this is what it looks like. So if you're somebody who thinks to yourself, like, I want something, but you always feel like you have to qualify what you want. You have to explain why you deserve it. So it can look something like, I deserve a raise at work because I work really hard. I deserve more money because blah, blah, blah. I deserve this because blah, blah, blah. I want this because of blah, blah, blah. So no matter what you want, what you ask for, what you choose, maybe what you buy, whatever, you have this qualifier of why you need it. So you couldn't just say, I want $100 million and tell a whole group of people that I want $100 million. You'd have to be like, well, I want $100 million because, if I have that much money, I can actually give to some charities. I can help my family out. Like, these are qualifiers. I deserve a raise. You couldn't just say, I deserve a raise. It's, I deserve a raise because I put in all this time here and I did this extra work and This is happening a lot. It has happened a lot. And the reason why it is so prevalent and the reason why it's something we're clearing right now is because it's programmed into us in this world. Now, if you think of the corporate system, there is nowhere more prevalent than the corporate system, right? The person who speaks up and says they want more, what happens? They're the troublemaker. They're the problem child, the whatever, right? They get labeled something and they get, they might get fired eventually, or when layoffs come, they're the first ones to go, or they're labeled something. And even if you haven't been in the corporate system, that is the culture. The culture is very much, because it's tribal, right? Like you step out, if this is the tribe that you're in, if you step out and say, I want more, which is way more than the tribe you are in, there's a chance you're going to be booted out of the tribe. That's one of the big things that you may be clearing right now. It's this punishment. Now, there's also reasons why it doesn't work from an energetic perspective. And what I mean is it blocks your manifestations. Every single time you justify why you deserve something, you justify why you buy something, you justify why you want something. And isn't just with money. This is like you're asking, say you're in a relationship with somebody and you're like, I want more from you. I need more from you in terms of you giving. And if you can't say that without like a real concern about that person walking away, or you dumb yourself down and don't really ask for what you want because you're going to fear they're going to abandon you or leave you, right? Or you say what you want and again you give all these reasons why. I deserve more because I did this and I did this and I did this, right? It's this defense. Because what we do when we do that, it's like we have a judge and jury in our head. That's what it really is. Now, this can be confused for worthiness, which is really important to know. I call this like the other side of worthiness. And I just actually recorded a masterclass. It goes all into this and how to clear it. But what's also really important to note, and explains all of that, but what's important to note is that energetically, it's problematic. It is problematic because it actually separates you from your manifestation. It creates this weird energy bubble around you and actually keeps away your manifestations. So if right now you want to get to the bottom of this, if this sounds like something you've been doing, I highly recommend this masterclass. I explain all the ways it shows up because it's really sneaky. And something else I want to mention here, really important, is that women have been conditioned to do this more than men. Okay, there's a lot of, and I talk about this in depth in the masterclass, the conditioning around women justifying everything. The world's just not ready for powerful women. The world doesn't know how to deal with us, right? And so women are really taught to always justify. We're taught to put others first. We're taught to give, not think of ourselves. And, they've even done studies that says that women are more likable when they're more concerned about the community and not themselves. There's punishment, right? That's punishment right there. There's evidence that women are punished. We're told we're not very likable when we go for what we want. So if you're a woman, especially listening to this masterclass is groundbreaking. Like I said, I've not heard this before, and this could change everything. I talk about how to switch it all up. I have made this class as cheap as I can make it, as inexpensive, as accessible, whatever you want to call it, because I want more women to have their hands on it. I want more people to have their hands on it, because if you want what you want, you have to deal with this wound. If anywhere you see in your life where you are justifying what you want, qualifying it, coming up with all these reasons to sell to everybody else so they don't come after you, they don't call you a name, they don't do whatever, you've got to move past this. And this masterclass teaches you exactly how to do this. And in this masterclass, I'm actually teaching you one of the biggest manifestation techniques. I've never taught it before in a format like this before. I teach it to my clients. I use it myself, but this is not something I've ever talked about on videos or anything before. So this is brand new in terms of my content sharing. So it is in this masterclass. I'm making it $22. Very, very accessible. It's everything you need to move through this. Okay, it's like the whole package right there is here to move through it. It is fantastic. It is fabulous. I'm putting the link down below. All right, beautiful soul. I will see you in the next video and talk to you soon.